What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to From the Yard on WSUB 106.1 with your girl, Marie. And as you know, From the Yard is the ultimate place where we go behind the scenes with our Southern University alumni and learn all about the amazing things that they're doing in their journey, the legacy that they're leaving behind, and so much more. And y'all just know I am excited for today's show because I got my sis joining me on the couch. I mean, she is just phenomenal. I mean, I'm truly inspired by the woman that she's become, and just even meeting her on the yard, I was like, you know what? I'm going to continuously and forever be locked in with her. So please, without further ado, help me welcome the one and only Miss Ambrosia Williams. How are you?
Hi, love. How are you?
I'm doing good. You are so beautiful. You look so good, girl.
Don't start this early. Woo.
I'm saying, baby, one thing about me is I'm going to give flowers where flowers are due. Credit is due, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me on From the Yard.
I'm happy to be here. Grateful.
Yes. Yeah. So let's just peel back the layers. For those who do not know who you are, where are you originally from? And what even sparked the interest for you to even attend the Southern University, okay?
Because it's the.
Okay. You got to add the in front of it.
Right. So, yes, of course, I'm Ambrosia Williams, born and raised in Danville, Illinois.
Come on.
Not to be confused with Chicago, because I know a lot of people like to say, are you from Chicago? I am not.
Baby, okay. Get them correct.
So, very small town, about 2.5 hours south of Chicago. And never in my life have ever been in the South before. But somehow, some way, I said, you know what? I want a full ride scholarship.
Period.
And it's going to be an athletic scholarship.
Ooh.
And
this is speaking into existence for me.
Listen, I saw so many people before me as a freshman, just in high school, seeing people get scholarships and getting all these different things and paying for school and never having debt. And that was one thing that I knew I didn't want for myself. I didn't want for my mother. She was a single mother raising me. And so I said, how do I get it done? Wow. And I was on the track team, and I'm a pole vaulter of all things, right?
Like the confidence and the, what is the word? The bravery that you have to have.
Girl.
Sis.
Courage, okay?
Sis.
You 10 feet in the air, 11 feet in the air. You got to have something, okay? So my wildest dream was just to go to college for free. And so I'm grateful that a couple of scouts saw me at a track meet and said, hey, she's the only black girl over here. Who is that?
Wow.
And talked to a couple of coaches, and sure enough, I ended up at Southern. Well, took my official visit. And when I was there, I was with my sister at the time, and I just it just feels comfortable here.
Yes.
It feels cozy. It feels warm. It was hot.
That part. That's one thing I know for sure.
Hot. Oh, God.
You get sticky too.
I was like, you know what? I could do this. I could do this. And the rest is history. Then I was like, this is it. And I think I took maybe 2 other visits at that time, or
like for other universities?
Right, for other universities. And mind you, my dream was to go to Alabama State. Yes.
Really?
My dream was to go to Alabama State. I emailed the coaches left and right, sent them my videos, everything. I never heard back. Yeah. So it was destined.
It was
for me
meant
to
for you to be at Southern.
Yeah. Absolutely. Because I think shortly after I had let go of the dream of going to Alabama State, I was like, okay, you know what, Lord, whatever. And I think I met the coaches shortly after from Southern.
Come on. Yeah. Shout out to the coaches, man. Holding it down.
Right? The recruiters, the coaches, the alum, all of them. Thank you so much.
Yes. Yeah. Wow. So you literally hit it right on the nail. You spoke about a portion of track that hardly ever anyone even just literally dives into when it comes to being a pole vaulter. Did I say it right? Pole vaulter?
Right. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to make for sure, sis, because I be struggling.
Hey, that's the thing, though, right? We don't do that. You don't normally see us there. And so I knew I was very strategic in that thought process of I know I'm the only one here.
Wow.
And I know I'm doing well. I'm looking at the scores. I'm looking at the levels, the heights that people were jumping in the SWAC, and I knew I was I could do this.
Yes.
I know I can do this.
And you did it well, sis.
Thank you.
You truly were a standout on the Southern University track team. And I know when you first came through, I said, look at my sis doing the thing, seriously. And you literally went outside the box. And I love that. So with you being a standout on the Southern University track team, what were some of the lessons that you learned just being a student athlete and some of even the most memorable moments that you may have?
Yeah, with the track team, right? Honestly, it was I've never been pushed so hard in my life.
Wow.
And I think seeing people like you and Raina and Yannick and Trey and Tylor, all the Valerie, all like I can name all the people. Seeing you all work so diligently and being so committed, never complaining, and just the respect that you have for our coaches, it pushed me to be better.
Wow.
And while I was just a measly freshman just trying to keep up, I knew that this was going to push me in a way that I've never been pushed in my life.
Wow.
Never trained like that. Like stadiums,
girl,
at 6 in the morning.
Fingers was not playing.
What are we doing?
Why are we up here right now?
I don't like jumping. So like believe it or not, like I just don't like this. And so just having to get over the fear of jumping over a stadium and just going all the way up to the top, like getting over that fear. Y'all may not have known it, but you pushed me every practice. I remember we had to run 300s, and I remember I trying to keep up with you.
Lord, them 300.
Girl, and I was like, Raquel, just stay close to Raquel. And mind you, I didn't say keep up. I said stay close. Stay close.
I was trying to keep it together myself.
Girl. So those types of things helped me and taught me to persevere. It taught me to look for inspiration and not try to do it all on my own and not be by myself. Thinking about where I found a buddy in Maya. Like if I knew if we could stick together and finish this workout together, then we was going to make it.
Wow.
That was enough for me. And so those types of things really transformed my entire journey at Southern. Being a freshman and looking at you all, being inspired by you all and how much you pushed, it was a lot. And then I think even just maybe it was freshman year, but just us going through what we did as a team, right? We went through several coaches. We had 2 deaths a part of our team.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, my gosh.
Experiencing all of that as a freshman, but it brought us closer. Yeah. While it was very tragic, I knew I had a family.
Yes.
And so that was all I needed.
Yeah, I appreciate you even sharing that. I would have never even known that was something that was inspiring you, and just like you said, just the family that we've grown to be, the camaraderie that we had. Like there are so many memories when it comes to just the track team itself. Like we are our own hut and our own huddle, and so. Wow, like you over here just bringing back memories to me. Like, wow.
Yeah, mind you, I don't even think about those things like normally, but just in this moment, I just thought about it like, no, those things transformed me and transformed my experience.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Speaking of transforming just your experience, what was Southern University like? How was it being on the yard? Were there any transformational pivots that you had to even take just while being at Southern?
Girl, so I will say my experience was one to remember. I will caveat that to say that I wish I would have done a little bit more. And not, when I say more, I mean more so that I wish I would have explored more. I would have ventured out to different parts of Baton Rouge, gotten more involved in the community. I was very laser focused on being a successful student, being a successful athlete, not being known as just a track girl. Like that was my focus. And so I made incredible grades. I graduated summa cum laude?
Period.
I believe so. And I had one of the highest GPAs in the College of Business during my class of 2014.
Wow.
So, or 2018, excuse me. So I'm grateful for that, right? But I think because I was so focused on my grades, because I was so focused on being a breakout athlete, that was what my fruit showed, right?
Wow.
Now, granted, I have great relationships, phenomenal people that I can call on from my experience, but I would have explored a bit more. So I not to say that my entire experience wasn't what I wanted it to be, because it exactly was, but I would have explored a bit more. Now, on the other side of that, my experience at Southern University is one to remember. I mean, I believe that I was shaped and molded as a woman. I was able to diversify how I talk to people, how I communicate, what I see in the world. I was able to travel for the first time to New York with our team.
Oh my gosh, that was a time.
Girl, I was a freshman.
That was
looking crazy.
You wasn't looking crazy. You was looking good.
I was like in the armory. Like, what are we doing? This is like a monumental place, and I'm here. Like, what?
Wow.
But those types of experiences, being a part of Collegiate 100, Black women of Southern University, becoming president, never would have thought.
Clock that, sis.
2-time president. I would
Let's
say,
unpack
maybe.
that.
Yeah. So I following behind Chandler Meyer, she was a phenomenal president, and she believed in me. And she said, "You need to be president next." I'm like, "You sure?" She was like, "Yeah." So that for 2 years, being able to move that organization through, and then also serving as a proud, excited, lifetime member of the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated.
Cause period.
Ooh.
Period.
But yeah, like that too, right? Just so making all of these different leaps and bounds to be just not known as the track girl. That was my goal. That was my legacy. And I believe I accomplished that.
And you did, sis.
Yeah.
And you're thriving. You were thriving on the yard, literally. Just even hearing I want to say the Rolodex that you just went through, like, you were leaving your mark in multiple areas at Southern University. And I'm just like, sis, doing the thing.
Thank you.
While you were leaving your mark in those particular areas, who or what were the inspirational factors that played in your life that helped you during that journey of you being shaped as the woman that you are?
Yeah. Great question. I mean, there's so many different spaces that I inhabited. So I would say it depends on where I was at the time. So if it was based on my career, Ms. Montgomery, right, in the Career Services Department, she helped shape and mold me into the professional that I am. She put me in the rooms with different companies so that I could meet different recruiters. So I didn't have to worry about what I was going to do after graduation, right? Or if we're talking about in Collegiate 100, where I'm talking about service, right? Really being a part of my community and serving well. Chandler Meyer, Shantae Harvey, she's now married now. But
come on, shout out to Shantae,
right?
My girl.
Right? But like seeing those types of women in these different spaces, that was what inspired me. And I knew that if I had to do it well, like they did it, I was going to do it excellently. And so I would say those are probably the inspirational folks. But if you're talking about track, right, you, Raina, it was just so many people. And then our coaches, like Coach Jimmy has my heart.
I love Coach Jimmy.
Has my heart.
Yes.
And yeah, I think it depends on the space that I inhabited, but there's so many people that I have to attribute to my success at Southern University and after.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
I just have to take a deep breath because I'm just so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. Like, my goodness. I know you briefly mentioned it, but let everyone know, what was your major?
Yes, so I graduated with my degree in marketing with a concentration in professional sales. Come on.
Yeah. What inspired you to even go in that direction with marketing and professional sales?
So, what's interesting, with marketing, I thought at some point that it was more so around me dealing with advertisements and branding. And then once I got into the degree program, I was like, oh, this is not that. Okay. And in the corporate world, people more so see marketing as more so data analytics, right? And monitoring trends or outcomes of some sort and building out these campaigns to fit into a certain box to get a particular goal, right? And so I wasn't familiar with that. I will say, rest in peace, Dr. Kirk. I had no idea, though, that his class for professional sales would be what I would end up doing in my career.
Wow.
And so I think now, looking back, my entire program, I know a lot of people say, like, undergrad doesn't really teach you a lot. And I would say I beg to differ because I think it taught me to be versatile. It taught me how to communicate, how to represent myself, how to market myself. I can walk into any room and know how to say and shape how I need to be, right? And who I am. I can speak before I even open my mouth, right? And I believe Southern University College of Business taught me that. Wow. So, I think the transformational program that we have, and granted I haven't kept up with it, I need to, but what I remember, that is what set the foundation for me in my career.
Sis. Mm-hmm. Well said.
Thank you.
Seriously well said, because that hits different. Like, especially like just being in the thick of things at Southern. Like when we're thinking we're taking a class and it's going to be something else. Like even when I first went to Southern, I wanted to be a forensic pathologist, and I was like, okay, but they didn't have a forensics program. And so they were like, okay, you got criminal justice and then you have biology, you can minor in biology. And I quickly realized that that is not what I wanted to do. And I was inspired by Shayna. She was on the track team too, because she was majoring in mass communications at the time, and she wanted to become a radio personality. And I was like, I didn't know there was a thing as far as mass communication. So I just made the pivot. I started majoring in mass communications and completely fell in love with every aspect of it. So like you said, just seeing how you were doing professional science and now you're actually actively doing that now, like that hits different. So, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Hearing you speak and hearing the amazing marks that you have been leaving, what does it mean truly to you to be a Southern University Jaguar?
Honestly, I love this question because I've had to really reflect on my journey. I shared a little bit about me wanting to go to Alabama State, or I think at one point I wanted to transfer to North Carolina A&T at some point. Like, there's a lot of things I kept close to the vest. But I will say there's nothing like a Southern experience.
Wow.
And you have to experience it in order to understand it. Like I can't even really put it into words, but being able to be on the yard, seeing so many different things. And of course, me being from the North, all of this is new. Like the dialect, the language, the dance, the jigging, like all that stuff is completely
Jigga chain coming through.
All of that is new to me. But at the same time, I feel like it's a part of me. Like sometimes my mom will laugh at me. She's like, "You just went Louisiana on me. Like, what are you talking about? What are you?"
Switch up is real quick.
Like, what are you saying to me? But it's embedded in who I am.
Wow.
And so I will say that the Southern experience, whether it be the Baton Rouge experience or being on the yard, being on campus, like getting to know your professors, your programs, being able to know the leadership, if you have the opportunity to ever experience Southern University, you have to immerse yourself in it in order to really feel what it's like to be a part of the Jaguar family, Jaguar Nation. Like you have to immerse yourself in it.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree 100%.
Yeah.
Which makes this is off kiltered.
No.
What was your first experience like whenever you touched the yard? Do you remember what that moment was like for you?
I'll be honest, I had a culture shock.
Really? Okay.
A little bit, because it was that awkward time of like orientation for out-of-state students, and then it was welcome week, and then school started.
Oh, wow.
So
okay.
I was probably in Baton Rouge doing whatever for the first 2 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was literally just a moment for me to meet my teammates, explore a little bit, and be with all the different out-of-state students. And I was just like, what's that? What's that?
Mm-hmm.
Who's that? What's this? Like, I was literally just so wide-eyed, so confused.
But you were intrigued.
I was excited. I loved it. Actually, I probably shouldn't say this, but I was actually in a relationship with someone back home. And I actually told him, like, hey, I'm at school and I really want to be here and be present here. So I don't know if this is going to work.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. After welcome week, I was just like, this isn't going to work, friend.
Friend zoned him really quick.
I had to. And I think at the time when I knew and I had made the decision that I was going to come to Southern, I mean, I'm 13 hours away from home. I knew it wasn't going to work then, but I wanted to try, right? I respected that space. But yeah, once I got to Southern, and not even that I was like boy crazy or anything, but it was just more so a matter of like, I wanted to be there. I wanted to be present. I wanted to focus on my schooling and not worry about anything back home. And so I had to do it. Yeah.
Speaking of focusing on your schooling, were there ever any challenges that you had to face when it came to you just being immersed in school, and how were you able to just combat those challenges?
Yeah, no, I love this question because I was really reflecting on this part when I was preparing. Honestly, I was a perfectionist.
Ooh, I'm struggling with that right now, sis.
Well, let's talk about it.
because I'm trying to get it together.
When I tell you I was consumed with anxiety, consumed with everything being dressed right, like if it was out of place, it was a problem and it was detrimental to me. And I don't know what class it was, but I think I got a B maybe. And I was distraught, like completely distraught. And I told myself, Ambrosia, you can't live like this. Because I was having panic attacks. I was stressed. I was overwhelmed. And I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like whatever this system is that I think I have, and while it's helped me in the past, right, it won't serve me moving forward.
Wow.
And so, yeah, I had to let it go. I genuinely had to let it go. And once I took that journey for myself to say, you know, whatever you produce, it will always be excellent. That's just who you are.
Wow.
At the same time, if it falls short and this is the best you can produce, be okay with that. And once I was able to come to terms with that with myself and internally, and then with the Lord really like ordering my steps in that way, it really allowed me to just release. And I will say, I still battle with it a bit, right? Sometimes I'll have a couple of things where I'm like, no, but this has to be perfect. I still try to come back to that moment of like, take a deep breath. It's going to be okay. What can you do in this moment that's going to still meet the standard of what you want, but be with the constraint that you have in it right now?
Wow.
And then I move forward. Yeah.
Baby, I needed to hear that myself. I needed to hear that. We're clocking it right now in the studio. I needed to hear that because I find myself struggling with that and realizing that like where it comes from, I'm still trying to uncover that. But I find myself realizing like, okay, I can't live like this because I didn't realize that perfectionism can paralyze you.
Absolutely.
And I look up and I'm like, why did I not get this done? Why did I take a break from this? Is it because it wasn't what I was envisioning for it to be?
Yep.
And God is like, girl, I have something bigger and better for you. I need you to open your eyes so that way I can see through your eyes and remind yourself like, this is what I'm calling you to do. Don't worry about being in your own head. Don't worry about overthinking it. So even just you sharing that gives me even more inspiration to just like literally lock in and it lets me remind myself that we're all human, you know. It's okay.
It's literally okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's literally okay. And honestly, I think what I learned it to be was that I had an achievement complex.
Interesting. What was that like?
So I believed that everything had to be perfect in order to continue letting everybody be proud of me.
Wow. Okay.
And
it's you uncovering stuff that about myself that I probably didn't know.
Listen, by the grace of God in therapy, I have uncovered a lot. Okay.
Wow.
And I will say there was this hold on me that everything had to be perfect. And if it wasn't, then somebody was going to be upset with me or somebody was going to be disappointed in me because I always did everything right. I was the athlete, multi-sport athlete. I was the academic powerhouse within my family. I was always the person who was going to have something good to say about, right? And I was the youngest. So, and then I got the scholarship. Like everything happened according to plan as I planned it. And so when I got to a point where things weren't happening where I wanted them to work out, it was like something's not right. And it was catastrophic if it was going wrong and quote unquote wrong, right? A B is not wrong. Okay. But to me it was at that time. And once I started to peel back the layers with my therapist post-graduation, it was something that's not right.
Wow.
Why do I feel so hard on myself because I didn't get the promotion or I didn't get whatever I set my heart out to be or get? And she said, well, do you struggle with people pleasing? And I said, a little bit. And she said, okay, well, what do you think will happen if you don't get X, Y, and Z? And I said, I feel like people will be disappointed in me. And I feel like I will let my family down. And so it just came to me one day. It was like, you have an achievement complex.
Wow.
And while that is so beautiful that you've got all these different accolades, there are going to be some moments where you don't achieve anything at all. And that is okay.
Wow. That's powerful, sis. I really need to hear that. I feel like I'm on the therapist's couch right now.
Well,
Wow. Wow. Before we transition to the next segment, I wanted to ask, because you listed out amazing things that you're a part of, from you being a part of Delta Sigma Theta, from you being a part of Collegiate 100, the track team, not only mentioning those elements, but you were also in school. What did that balance look like for you, and just also still balancing like your social life?
Yeah. I mean, it was chaotic, right? It was always somewhere to be, somewhere to go, something to get dressed for. I was much more organized, I will say, I feel like in college than I am right now, to the point where I feel like everything had its moment. Because think about it, like you have class at certain times. You also have your events, practice was at a certain time. Every single part of the day was scheduled, right? Versus now in adulthood, everything is kind of all over the place and you really set the tone of your day. And so I will say undergrad and being involved in all the different things I was in, it really set the tone for me and how to be functional and how to be agile throughout whatever it is that I'm doing in life. So I'm still somewhat the same type of busy, but I think it prepared me to make sure to kind of make sense of things in my adulthood.
I love that. I love that. And speaking of adulthood, make sure y'all stay tuned. Make sure y'all stay locked into From the Yard, because when we get back, we are diving into all of the things when it comes to adulthood after Southern University. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Support for this program comes from the Hive Houston, a creative hub and event venue offering studios, meeting rooms, and community spaces for both creators and professionals. Learn more at thehivehouston.com.
Welcome back to From the Yard on WSUB 106.1 with your girl, Marie, and the beautiful and lovely Ambrosia. Oh my gosh, sis. I wanted to put that, let that mirror in the back. Right? When I tell y'all, just literally me hearing your journey about the marks that you've left at Southern University, the woman that you have become to be, and literally seeing you thrive in your industry and in your career, I have to dive into when it comes to just life after Southern. So you've literally built a successful career and now work with Microsoft. Okay, do y'all hear big things popping over here? Okay, works with Microsoft. What was that journey like, transitioning from college athletics to the corporation world?
Yeah, I will be honest. I will not sugarcoat anything. It was hard. It was absolutely hard. I spoke about it a little bit earlier, but going from a place where everything was scheduled for you, everything was outlined, when you ate, when you practiced, when you had class, when you went back to your room to study, when you studied, everything was very, very methodical for me. And going to a place of pure freedom, right? Really, I command my day.
Wow.
And I have to feed myself. I think that was the biggest shock of well, who's cooking? Where's the food? Because there's no calf.
Hungry.
Right. There's no calf, right?
Oh my gosh, Mayberry.
And there's not a full menu. You have to create that. And so I will say that was probably one of the biggest shocks for me. Or even just managing a salary, a household.
Wow.
I didn't know how to do those things. And so finding an apartment, getting a car, that wasn't hard. That wasn't difficult for me, but more so settling myself into adulthood and being okay with the fact that no, you don't have a fall break, ma'am. You're going to work every day.
Wow.
You don't have a winter break. You can probably take a couple of days off, but you don't. School started, I think, my first year out of college, and I was like, oh, I remember being sad.
Wow.
Because I was like, I don't have a first day of school. I'm going to work today.
This is new.
Right. This is a little uncomfortable for me. And I remember just that sadness just weighing on me because my life was so different. And I didn't anticipate that. Was I able to recover? Absolutely. But managing a household, managing my time and myself with all the freedom that I had at that point, my success was predicated on what I set for myself in that day.
Wow.
And if I didn't set a schedule, it was just whatever. Whatever happened. And I didn't like that in the beginning. And so I had to really create some structure around my time and the way I thought about my freedom, my newfound freedom of adulthood, to be able to transition well. But I will say I did struggle that first year. It was a little difficult. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Even credit, I didn't have any background with credit. Applying for my first car, I believe I got denied. They said, you don't have a credit experience. Like, what are we doing with this?
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it was different. Mm-hmm.
Making that transition and experiencing like entering into adulthood, like you said, this is something that, okay, this is something that's new. What are some of the key lessons that you've learned while working in your job, which is in tech, and in corporate spaces that you wish more young Black professionals knew?
Yeah. I would say it comes in phases. When I was first starting out, and I've been at Microsoft for 7 years now. When I first started out, maybe the first 2 years, I really had to learn that no one's going to help you as much as you help yourself.
Ooh, that's a gem.
Yeah. If you don't take initiative, if you don't go forth with whatever it is you're seeking out, no one's going to help you. People will always say, yeah, let me know if you need anything. People will always say, hey, if you have a question, let me know. They're always going to open up the door for that. But if you don't walk through that door, you will not get the help that you need.
Wow.
And I remember sitting and wanting people to help me, but it was like, no one's asking. No one's reaching out. No one's giving me the answer. Like, I felt like I was supposed to be getting something or receiving something, but it was like, no. You need to take that initiative. You need to step out. If you want a mentor, you need to go email these leaders and say, hey, I would like a mentor. Can you help me?
Wow.
If you're not the person, can you help me find someone who will? And that was a transition for me in my first year. And I believe that's when the achievement complex thoughts came up of like, something's not right here.
Wow.
And then from there, as I've transitioned into my career of being now in sales full-time as an account manager.
Come on.
Thank you. I've had to really sit in the fact that, like, regardless of my age, regardless of my skin tone, regardless of me being a woman, it doesn't matter. I'm here.
Period.
And having the confidence and the aptitude to just say, you know what, I've arrived and you have to listen. And so here's what I have to say. And here's what we're going to do. And being authoritative in that space and taking up space has been very, very transformational for me. And it wasn't easy. I was a very soft-spoken person. I was very kind. My customers actually said sometimes, like, I felt like I couldn't say something to her because she was so nice, like giving me feedback. And I'm like, no, like, say it. What do you need to say? Like, what do we need to talk about? But I believe that over the years, I've been able to pull something out of myself that I never knew was there. And so now I'm able to walk into rooms confidently. I'm able to sit at a table full of white men and not even think about the fact that I'm the only Black woman. We're all at the table sitting here, so let's talk.
Wow.
What do we need to do?
Wow.
Yeah.
Sis, this is powerful.
Yeah.
And when you first mentioned that you were there for 7 years, the first thing that popped in my mind was 7 years is the number of completion.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
God knew where he was going. He said he was going to prepare a table in the presence of your enemies.
Yeah.
He said it's pull up a chair because you deserve a seat at this table.
Yeah.
And you are exuding the confidence, you are exuding the light. And I am just like in awe by what you're doing, because not only are you an inspiration to myself, but you're an inspiration to other women. And I just encourage you to just continue thriving in that space and just continue doing you.
I received
doing
that.
you.
I received that. But honestly, I will say there's days where I don't believe it.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. There's days where I'm like, because I know a lot of people struggle with self-confidence and self-belief and self-worth. And so I will say it took time to get there. So it wasn't just something that happened overnight. I think at the same time, with having great mentorship, great family, great just friends, and just a great ecosystem, it really empowered me to start really seeing what I have to offer. And it took time. It took time to believe that. It took time to understand that and pull out whatever it is that was needed for me at the moment. And it took time to even get over the fact, which I know with the way that the world is looking right now, is harder. It's hard to walk into a room and say, I'm the only person here, and not succumb to that.
Yeah.
And sit and be silent because you feel like, because I'm the only one, I need to be quiet.
Wow.
Or someone else is trying to silence me. And honestly, I think because I'm so loud, in a sense of, no, I'm here. What do you need? And the Lord has put me in a position to where I'm leading from the front, I have no way to be silent.
Wow.
People are looking to me to have an answer.
Come on.
People are coming to me to say, hey, Ambrosia, can you solve this for me?
Wow.
And so I don't have the option to be silent. I don't have the option to muddle over the fact that I'm the only one. Here's the problem. I need you to solve it. What are you going to do? And so having that responsibility is a blessing for me.
Yes, that's key.
Yeah.
I mean, real key. You've also done some exciting brand activations. Can you share one that stands out to you and what it taught you about creativity and connection?
Yeah. Oh, gosh, there's so many. But I've had the pleasure I was a yoga instructor, certified yoga instructor for about 2 years. So I got to work with Athleta. But I will say the best opportunities that I've had with different brands is working with Afrotech. More so working with JQ Lifestyle, led by Jeffron Smalls. He's amazing, incredible curator. And I was able to be his event coordinator for roughly about two or three events that he's had over the years at Afrotech. And so being able to create a space where people can come, network, have a good time, enjoy themselves. It feels safe. It feels empowering. It feels beautiful just to see Black excellence. Like, that was something I loved to experience. Being in a space where I could create just Black excellence and allow us to celebrate Black excellence. That was something that was very transformational for me. And it was beyond my wildest dreams. I've always wanted to be an event coordinator. And so being able to use that talent while still in my full-time job, but being able to use that and maximize that talent through supporting Jeff was a dream come true. And I was just a volunteer. Like, I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't getting paid for it. It was just something I wanted to do because it was going to maximize the talent that I knew was kind of sitting on the back end. So that is something I've been able to do over the last few years. Haven't done it since I'm in grad school now. Shout out to the grad students because it's rough.
Okay. I'm like, come on, you dropped another gem.
It's rough. But yeah, that has been something I've loved to do. So Athleta for my fitness stuff, as well as working with Afrotech and JQ Lifestyle.
I love that. And it's like God places you in these positions where he knows that you are going to thrive.
Yeah.
And he's already prepared and he's equipped you for these moments.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah.
I'm thinking back to the time when we did that interview for From the Script a while back, and I was on that thing crying.
Girl.
It's almost about to be that time again.
Uh-oh.
Because I'm just like, it's just amazing.
Yeah.
Just seeing your journey and hearing your journey and literally seeing the evidence of the woman that you've blossomed into.
Thank you.
Y'all, let me tell y'all, Ambrosia is nobody to play with, okay? Nobody to play with. And on that note, we are going to take a quick music break real quick. And when we get back, we're going to dive into more about Ambrosia's story and the amazing things. And you heard her say she's back in grad school, okay? But she's in grad school, okay? Baby, it ain't for the weak.
It's not.
Because,
girl.
Yeah. But stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Support for this program comes from TRG Financial, helping families, professionals, and brands develop clear, coordinated plans for savings, retirement, and estate needs, bringing organization to financial uncertainty. More at trg-financial.com.
Welcome back to From the Yard on WSUB 106.1 with your girl, Marie. And I got my sister from another mister in the house with me, Ambrosia. Okay, literally just uncovering the amazing journey that she has been having. And just, sis, I just think about a butterfly.
Oh,
and you are just floating in the wind and just killing it.
Thank you.
Sis, you're doing the thing.
Thank you. I'm currently in a transition phase right now of, I'm 7 years into my career. I'm in grad school, and I'm getting ready to finish. So it's like I'm at a point where everything could change for me, right? And so I will say in this time of my life, I'm honestly, my why is because the Lord has told me to.
Wow.
And the Lord needs me. For whatever it is, that's a mystery to me. And he's still speaking to me and placing me in the spaces that will help get me there.
Wow.
But I know that obedience is better than sacrifice. And so for me, yeah, I just dropped a scripture on you.
You did, because I was like, if y'all see my hands in the studio, I'm like, baby, say it again, because they need to hear it.
Listen, I'm not going to sacrifice what the fulfillment he has for me in the future.
Wow.
For just simple obedience right now.
Wow.
And so obedience is not simple, so I'm not going to minimize it. But at the same time, it's what's expected of me. It's what's required of me. It's what brings ease to my life. And so I am doing all of the things that I do because the Lord has asked me to.
Wow.
He has positioned me to execute on all these different areas and be in all these different spaces. And in some form or fashion, it's giving him glory.
Yes.
And
amen.
also it's going to transform someone else's life. At least that's my hope, right? And it doesn't even have to be a stranger. It could be my sister or my niece or my godchildren or just someone that I'm in close contact with that may not believe or needs some push, right? Or may not believe in themselves all the way, but they just need one more push. That is what fuels me. But above all of that, it's because the Lord has asked me to.
Well said, sis.
Thank you.
Literally. And God is he's the author of our story. And I was just speaking to someone about this the other day about why am I stressing about something that I can't control, or why am I worried about something that I can't see, when he's going to protect us. Yeah. He's going to cover us, and he's going to lead us where we need to go. Even if it doesn't even seem like that's something that we envisioned, he's never wrong.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Sis.
Listen.
Sis. So speaking of all of the things that you are doing, and when it comes to mind is legacy.
Yeah.
So we know that Southern has a long legacy of producing leaders, which you are.
Thank you.
I can confidently say that you are a leader.
Thank you.
And you're a trailblazer. And I'm just, again, y'all keep telling her how proud I am of her, because I am. It's just like, oh my gosh. How do you hope to continue that legacy through your own work and influence?
Yeah, actually, I love this question because I was just talking to someone about what I want to do more of. I think I've spent the last 7 years shaping and molding myself into whatever God needs of me. I've been shaping myself into this woman that is prepared for the next phase of my life. And so I've done a lot of self-work through therapy, through group discussions, through different spaces and relationships that I hold. And so I've done a lot of work on myself. Some could say too much work. I don't know. But I'm nowhere near perfect. But I've really, really locked in on how can I be better. And so now I'm in a space where I'm actually searching for what's next for me. Is that a nonprofit? Is that doing some type of women's empowerment organization group? I'm very active in my church, but I believe now that they're looking to open up a new women's ministry.
Wow.
Am I going to be placed there? And so I'm actually in a space of, I don't know. I'm looking for that next thing, because I do believe that with the work that I've done, I want to make sure people have access to that. I want people to understand what it can be like if you do the hard work on yourself, so that you're not necessarily a people pleaser. Like, if you want to find an avenue to get rid of people pleasing, how can you do that?
Wow.
If you want to find an avenue to really encourage yourself, if you're dealing with uncomfortable spaces or difficult relational issues, like, how can you find those resources? And so not necessarily that I have to be the hub for all of that, but where can I fit to be that person?
Wow.
And so I'm exploring what's next for me. I think I've reached a spot where I'm very proud of the woman that I've created, or at least the Lord has created, and what he's pushed me through. But what's next? I don't know that. I don't have the answer to that yet.
Wow.
So, yeah.
You are so amazing.
Thank you.
Because even though you say you don't have the answer to that, you literally just listed everything out.
Mm-hmm.
And just know you're taken care of.
Thank you.
And I am excited to see what God is birthing in your life, birthing in this new season, because like you said, you're literally scratching the surface.
Yeah.
You're about to be finished with grad school. That's an amazing.
The Lord is pleased.
Hello.
Okay. The
An
Lord is
amazing
pleased.
accomplishment.
Oof.
Ooh.
Pray my strength. One more semester. Okay.
I got you. You gonna get through
Hallelujah.
this. I love that. I love that. What do you think today's students or young alumni should hold on to as they navigate their own journeys? Just how you mentioned, like you're still figuring out what can you give them, like as they are navigating through theirs as well?
Yeah. And so they're current students, right?
Mm-hmm.
I would say
Or a young alumni.
young alumni. Okay. I would say just explore, adventure, learn who you are, embrace the journey. I think we get caught up in trying to reach the moment or be at the peak or be the best. And while those things are all great, right, we still want excellence out of anyone. At the same time, embracing the curation of who you're going to be, embracing the trial, embracing the celebration, embracing the achievement, embracing the low moment. All of those things are going to be a part of the story that you tell. And so I don't want people to shun away from the hard stuff that you have to do. And sometimes the hard stuff doesn't necessarily mean that I'm depressed, right? Like it could just be that, it's a really busy season for me and I don't know how I'm going to get through it, but I'm just going to keep pushing. And then when you get to the point where you graduate, for example, or you get to a place where it's like you get that job that you worked so hard for, or you pass that exam and you're so excited, or you pass the bar now. And so all of those things can be celebrated, but you also want to consider the moments where it was a little hard and it was a little rough or a lot of rough. I don't know. And I want people to not minimize all parts of their journey.
I love that.
And when you get to be 7 years out of school or you get to really enjoy homecoming and what it is, you can look back and say, you know what, I was able to accomplish all these things, and so I'm really going to celebrate.
Wow.
This really is a homecoming for me because of all the things that I've been able to accomplish or go through, whatever the case may be. So embrace the journey, whether it's known or unknown to you.
Ooh, that's deep. That's deep.
Yeah.
I love that. And speaking of embracing the journey, throughout that entire experience, what does success mean to you now compared to how you viewed it when you were at Southern?
Ooh, that's good. That's so good. When I was at Southern, success was the best of the best. Straight A's, excelling at whatever track goal we had that day or that week or whatever, the meets. It was getting into whatever insert organization that I wanted. It was being a part, being great, being known. And now success to me is just, have I eaten 3 meals a day today, or 5, 4 or 5? I think the balance now is 4 to 5. I don't know. Have I prayed? Have I talked to the Lord today?
Wow.
Have I gotten sunlight today?
Wow. Got to get that vitamin D.
Listen, have I had a healthy conversation with someone? Have I been able to cry if I needed to cry? What was my internal need, and did I meet that today? That is what health and success is to me. And so it's very much so changed over the years. And while, yes, I love my career, I love my job, some people may say success will be finances. To me, it's that part is taken care of. The Lord is providing for me. However, I more so think about, have I taken care of myself well enough today?
Wow.
And if I haven't, what do I need to stop, put away to go do that?
Wow. Ooh, that's powerful.
Thank you.
That's powerful. So at the end of every show, I always like to ask my guests to leave and drop a JAG gem, whether that is for someone getting ready to go to college, whether that's someone exiting colleges, or someone just there and just maybe going through the thick of things. Like, what JAG gem would you drop for them that they can either resonate with?
Yeah. I would say learn you.
That's good.
Very simply put, like, learn you.
Wow.
There's going to be so much, and especially now with social media and all the different things that we have at our disposal, there's going to be so many people and things telling you what to be and how to be and who to be. Learn who you are.
Yeah.
And you may not understand why you have that little quirk and why some people don't like it. Some people don't rock with it, right? And if it's unhealthy, then yes, it's something that you want to address. But that thing that you love about yourself and care about with yourself, learn why it is that that's there.
Wow.
Because that may be just the thing that transforms you. Some people always say, bro, you just always know what to say. You emotionally, you always pick up on what's going on. And it gets on some people's nerves because I'm like, no, you said you're fine, but you're not. So let's talk about it, right?
We need people like that.
Listen. And so I'll dig deep. And a lot of people didn't like that. And it used to really strike me because it was like, I don't mean to hurt anyone. I just genuinely want to understand more. Like, I'm not trying to get in your business. I just know something is wrong. Mm-hmm. And I've learned now that that is a spiritual gift that I have, of being able to really dig deep with someone emotionally and understand more about them. And I've embraced that. But it took me learning myself to know that that's something that can be used as a superpower versus just something that I should probably hide or throw away. And so I would say for any person who's in any stage in their journey, learn yourself and embrace yourself.
That's good, sis. That's
Thank
so
you.
powerful.
Thank
Wow.
you.
It's been a pleasure interviewing you and finding out so much more about you, especially while being at Southern and the journey after Southern. Yeah. Please let everybody know where they can connect with you and find out more information about you.
Absolutely. Well, you can find me on Instagram, ae.xo. Very simple. ae.xo. And that's really it. I don't have a website or anything, but ae.xo.
I love that. Well, again, it's been a pleasure, sis. Yeah. Truly inspired. I hope that you are inspiring others as well as they're listening to this. And remember, y'all, make sure y'all lock in with From the Yard each and every Thursday at 6 p.m. on WSUB 106.1. And always remember to take the gem of being bold, don't fold, and coming through the fire as gold. We out.
Yes! This segment is made possible by Hive Mind Creative Agency, helping businesses share their story and grow their presence online. Hive Mind offers podcast-style marketing designed to fit each brand's voice. Learn more at hivemindhtx.com.